Hello, this is Alba Gomez and welcome to Amplify the podcast. I am incredibly passionate about helping men and women amplify who they are and how they show up in the world. Let's have a conversation about how you can amplify your confidence and presence so you get the results you want in your business and career. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 of Amplify. I am going to be talking today about one of my favorite topics. I know I said that for last episode, but this one truly is out of all of them, the most favorite because of the impact it has had in my own personal life and in the life of so many of the people I have had the absolutely honor to work with. We're going to be talking about your mindset and how you see yourself and what you think you can achieve in life is, for me, 100% in my soul and in my heart, the key to absolutely everything. I grew up having what I will call a very weak mindset. By that I mean, I had a very bad self-image and I never thought things were going to happen for me in a positive way. So I was very negative. I was very pessimistic. Unfortunately, we are influenced. Part of our mindset, a big part of our mindset is taught to us by our parents. And unfortunately, God bless my mom. She is a very pessimistic, negative woman. She has changed a lot and we have an incredible relationship today. But back then as a little kid, I didn't have a good relationship with her. I learned a lot about the way she saw the world. My dad didn't have a mindset that was too strong either. And on top of that, I have shared with you before, I had all those challenges growing up with being bullied and rejected and feeling out of place. So I'm going to shift a little bit into explaining a little bit of how your brain works. And this is all neuroscience and really understanding that as we are born, you have heard this before, I'm sure, we are sponges. We have all heard that. Our brain is a sponge. Our brain has a subconscious mind and a conscious mind. When we are born, we don't have a conscious mind formed yet. That's why everything that we experience, we live and we hear goes straight into your subconscious mind. And that's what we actually try to do when we do meditations and relaxations. We actually are trying to access our subconscious mind where the memories we have stored there stay in for a long time. So all the sets of beliefs that you have learned between the age of 0 to 7 are pretty much learned from others. They go and it's like a software that gets installed there and it stays there and lives there. So it is really important that you have understood a big understanding of what is the programming you have there. And that set of beliefs, positive and negative, is called the paradigm. You must understand what is your paradigm because we live every single day of our lives from the paradigm. It determines what you believe you can get. Actually, no, it determines what you actually get and don't get in life in terms of relationships, fulfillment, happiness, your relationship with time, money, holidays, how much you allow yourself to enjoy life. It determines everything. So it's really, really important that you go and spend time revisiting what is there. How does this relate to your presence, your influence, your confidence, your personal brand, everything? Because how you communicate who you are to the world is 100% a result of how you see yourself. And how you see yourself is based on what you have stored on your paradigm. So we need to go in and do a deep scan and understanding of what are the set of beliefs you have installed there. So let's revisit your life. And I want you again to do the same exercise we did last time and divide your life on 7-year periods, 0 to 7, 7 to 14, 14 to 21, 21 to 35. And I want you to write there what were the positive and negative beliefs that you learned in each period of that time and who did you learn them from. So 0 to 7 to say, I say positive, I learned that family was important and I learned that from my family. Then I learned that I was silly. I learned that from the kids at school that were just being very mean to me. So, go positive and negative and who did you learn that from? Then have a look at those beliefs and then literally and honestly put your hand in your heart and say, how much is that belief driving my decisions and the way I think today? most likely, you will have to say, wow, I am carrying this lack or this fear or this whatever it is from a long time ago. And I want you to do a very simple exercise in which you kind of choose and understand that those beliefs were given to you by somebody else. And that you can choose today as an intelligent, capable adult that you are today to let them go and to choose differently. You can choose today to behave in a way that is different to what you have on your paradigm and is not serving you. And those beliefs were simply thoughts that were repeated enough times that became a belief, because that's how your brain and that's how beliefs work. A belief is simply something you have thought about and repeated too many times. So now I want you to be very careful and very aware of your way of thinking. And when you see yourself engaging in a negative paradigm, I want you to say to yourself, stop, cancel, delete. I want you to be able to identify that you're choosing. It's like seriously, approach this as if you were deleting a program that is not serving you anymore and is installed in your brain. You say stop, cancel, delete, and then you immediately replace that thought with something that is so much more positive and is supportive of your goals and desires in your life. So it sounds simple. Oh, this has been incredible. You can add to this creating a physical stimulus by maybe putting a hairband in your hand, in your wrist, and just flicking it, or pulling your hair gently, or pulling your ear gently when you do the stop, cancel, delete in your head, and then you replace it with something more positive. So for example, I tend to think very often, and I look evidence everywhere to say that I'm not good enough. So when I catch myself thinking that way, and obviously that belief comes from my paradigm, as I explained before in my childhood, I say to me, stop, cancel, delete. I do the ear pulling or the band on my wrist, and then immediately I said to myself, I am doing better every day. I am enough. I am an incredible human being. Or you can say just, I choose to think differently today. You can say something simple. It is time consuming. It requires determination. It's excessively easy. But if you pick your biggest paradigm, a limiting belief in your paradigm, and you are aware of it for a whole week, you're going to be blown away at how hard you are beating yourself up and how much you have strengthened the negative neuropaths, but these ones are negative. On the negative side, imagine we have the two polar side, positive and negative. How many neuropaths connections have been strengthened throughout your year that tell you that you're not good enough. But it's going to take time to undo all that hard work that you have done, believing and supporting with events that you are not. But every time you say stop, cancel, delete and change it, you are disconnecting a negative neuropath on the negative side and you are creating a new one on the right positive side. It's going to take time because the right side, imagine, is like an empty desert. There's no thoughts to be attached to. And our brain learns by association. So the easiest path for you to think is going to be the negative. But if every time you stop and replace, you're going to find yourself strengthening that side that says, yes, you are good enough, or whatever it is for you in this case. So I highly encourage you that you go and revisit your pathways and your paradigm, your way of thinking. What are those negative beliefs that are driving the results you're having today? The easiest way for you to do this is what is not working in your life today, and start thinking what beliefs you have for you around that area. If, for example, you are wanting progress in your career, ask yourself, do I 100% believe that I deserve it? And see what is the answer. If you want more money, ask yourself, do I really believe I have to have all the money in the world to do all the things I want? And see what comes up. If it is in your relationships, if you truly want the perfect man or woman in your life, ask yourself, do I truly believe I deserve to have this relationship? And you will be surprised at how much you are the only person that is coming in between what you want and the results that you desire. So please go make a good assessment of what is there in your program, in your paradigm, and make sure you start using the stop, cancel, delete technique and start making changes to why you say to yourself. And if you really want to go deeper into how to strengthen your mindset, I recommend you check my Presence Formula online program. I'm going to leave the link so you can check out this incredible self-paced course that would allow you to go deeper into all these topics. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you at the next episode. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Amplify. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe. Also, I will love it if you leave us a review. See you for the next episode. Bye-bye.